Hello, my name is Tammy and welcome to day 2 of 26 days Sickle Cell Awareness Challenge. September is dedicated as World Sickle Cell Awareness Month. So I took up the challenge because I discovered that my state, Taraba State, has a prevalent value of 22.17% of the people living with the disease. That's for the statistical value that has been recorded by the National Population Commission in working hand in hand with the Ministry of Health. So I believe that the percent is more greater, but 22.17% are the known percent of people living with the disease. So I'll be talking today on the second episode on the genetics of sickle cell and how is it inherited. So what is sickle cell in the first place? I've discussed that in my first video. So today we'll be talking about what genotype itself is. When we hear the word genotype, what comes to our mind is genotype is a type of hemoglobin that is inherited from the parents by the children. Okay, when I say parents, I mean both the parent, the father and the mother, giving 50% and 50% to make up the child genotype. So having this to understand, this genotype, as I said, is refers to a type of hemoglobin. So what is hemoglobin? These hemoglobin are proteins that are found in the blood, and they are responsible for carrying oxygen. Yes, and we have three known type of hemoglobin, because I can't really make a conclusion on that saying we have three. So I have three known type of hemoglobin, where we have the A, the S, and the C. These are the three basic type of hemoglobin we have. So when a parent gives birth to a child, let's say a father is AA and the mother is AS. Look at this chart now. From this chart, you can see that we have AS and AA. So in AS and AA, there's a 50% chance of having AA kids and another 50% chance of having AS kids. And I'm bringing another chart. Yes, this is parent AA with his wife SS, or however you want to arrange it to be. So you can see that there's a 100 possibility of them giving birth to all their children having AS genotype. And where's the next one? This is it. This is the next one, AS and AS. This is where there's a little trick. There's 25% chance that they are going to have a kid living with AA, another 25% chance of having a kid living with SS, and then 50% chance of having kids living with AS, who are the carrier of the disease. And this is where my battle really lies: SS and SS. Genotype testing is really important when it comes to marital decision and when one decides to take things very serious, taking it from the dating or the courtship, the relationship, whatever, to marriage, trying to have kids. It's very important to know your genotype. So from the chart I just showed us right now, SS and SS, you can see all their kids are SS. God. There's some societal belief that sickle cell disease is an ogbanji something. So when a child is born with sickle cell disease, they say it's an evil spirit. It's just there to suck the parent blood or suck them dry of their financial life. It's not like that. With genotype testing and all, we can be able to eliminate the spread of sickle cell anemia. So I'm speaking out loud and bold, calling on people to know your genotype. Know your genotype. So I talk about AA. AA is the normal genotype we have, where the person, it's not a carrier. He has no threat of the disease. But when we have somebody living with AS, an AS person has a threat for the disease usually, but he has an S gene, right? AS. So he can pass that S gene to his children when he married somebody with AS or he married somebody with SS. And this AC, we have a type of sickle cell disease also that is not called SS, it's SC. This occurs when an AC person marry an SC person. Subsequently, in our third episode, that's what I'll be discussing about. I like to break down this AC and SC for us because it's looking a bit complex, I think, because some of us are hearing it for the first time. So as I talk about the 25% and how many percent of children will have having the disease, 100% in some cases. So to really come to a conclusion, I like us to know that there's a myth that AS trait means being a carrier doesn't mean you have the disease. It means you can pass the disease to your children, as I said earlier. So sickle cell is not something we choose. It is something that is inherited from the genetics. That is why awareness and education and early testing is important and tool in reducing the number of cases of children born with the disease. And it's very important for people going into marriage to really test yourself, not just in a single hospital. If you can go to 3 4, it's advisable to go for that. Run the test there. And I remain your host, Tamu Ukwen, one of the new advocates of sickle cell anemia. And I believe that this message will go out there to serve as an awareness in this digital age where we have social media to create awareness about this disease. And I love to conclude by saying, for people living with sickle cell anemia, you are a warrior. Thank you very much and see you tomorrow. Have a great day.